Sources: Houston Texans J.J. Watt had heated exchange with Bill O'Brien. Now, for those of you who don't know, but I'm sure most of you do, Bill O'Brien was fired by the Houston Texans. I think this makes a lot of people in Houston kind of happy for that. I think that there was a lot missing from this Houston Texans team with how Bill O'Brien decided to move forward after we'll just call it the trade, because I'll be honest, that might have been the dumbest trade in the history of football. I mean, that's like trading Deion Sanders in 1994 when he was with the 49ers. That would never happen. You would never trade him. He either leaves or he stays, but you ain't trading him for what? That's like the Jacksonville Jaguars trading Jalen Ramsey. Well, Jalen Ramsey wanted out, and they knew it, and they tried to save it. There's no way they could save it. He was determined to get out, and that just ended up being what it was. But let's look at this article here. J.J. Watt, Bill O'Brien got into some beef. Seems like when that happens with players and coaches, next thing you know, one of them's gone. So it says here, Bill O'Brien got into a heated exchange with Houston Texans star J.J. Watt during a recent practice. Watt on Wednesday said he has no ill will toward O'Brien, but he is looking forward to a fresh start. Keyword being but. After the coach / general manager was fired following the Texans' loss to the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday. The incident, which also included defensive coordinator Anthony Weaver, took place in the week leading up to the winless Texans' Week 3 loss to the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Texans fell to 0-4 with their loss this past Sunday to the Vikings, and O'Brien was fired as head coach and general manager a day later. I am still quite confused as to how he was able to secure being the head coach and the GM. He had all the power, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. Sources confirmed to ESPN that a verbal blow-up at practice occurred 2 weeks ago, with one source telling ESPN that the incident was when O'Brien lost the team. Ooh, yeah. That sucks. Romeo Crennel was named interim coach heading into this week's game against the Jaguars. I do think there's an energy and excitement, and we're looking forward to going out and getting a win and getting going 1-0. That's our goal, Watt said. Watt said after the loss to Minnesota that the Texans obviously have to do something different. We're 0-4. Whatever we're doing isn't working. Watt, a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, said Sunday, something needs to change. Something needs to be different. Yeah, I think that once you get into arguments with J.J. Watt, once you get into an argument with J.J. Watt as a coach with the guy who is considered, as All-American and sliced bread, you're probably going to get fired. You lost the team. He is one of the undisputed leaders. Him and Deshaun Watson, undisputed leaders of that Texans team. And if a head coach puts themselves into bad sights with those players, and the perfect storm is brewing around you, being 0-4, being a team that's given up massive amount of points, being a team that can't protect the $100 million quarterback they have, something's going to change. Being a team that traded away arguably the best receiver in the NFL, something's going to change. And it was that they got rid of his ass. And that's really what it boils down to. I mean, that is all in all, this guy lost the locker room. When you lose the locker room, your days are numbered. Your days are numbered, and I'm talking about you're in the single digits. And that's what happened. That's what happened here with Houston. Just was not a situation. And you look at it and you see that the guy has, he has on paper a pretty good resume as a head coach. But the problem with that is that a lot of that was, it wasn't as fruitful as you would have expected. I mean, they won the division a few times. They also had a winning record during his time as their head coach. But they had multiple first-round exits in the playoffs. Multiple first-round exits, the latest being an exit where they had a double-digit lead on Kansas City, and they proceeded to give up, I think, like 31 or 34 unanswered points. I mean, that's that's really bad in the playoffs. I mean, it's bad to lose a lead in the regular season. I mean, we've seen the Falcons do that numerous times. But this team has got literally they have got nothing working for them right now. Nothing. And to find out that they got into an argument during the course of practice, I don't think that really changes how people really feel. I think that kind of just confirms that the players just were not, even with their success, the players knew that this, that the head coach that they have was not the guy who was going to take them where they needed to be. I mean, he made crucial errors as a head coach.